Good morning, everyone. As we look forward to being in person together next week and think about all the things that we can do together as a community, I wanted to share this story, Marvelous Cornelius, by Phil Bildner and illustrated by John Parra, about how one community came together. In the quarter, there worked a man known in New Orleans as Marvelous Cornelius. "Mornin'," he saluted the silver-haired man with the Times-Picayune tucked under his arm. "Greetin's," he waved to the couple with the baby on the balcony. "Ma'am," he nodded to the woman shaking rugs out at her front window. And when his truck rounded the turn, "My young'uns," he called to the kids crowding the corner. "Marvelous Cornelius," they cheered. "Marvelous Cornelius." At each home, Cornelius sashayed to the curb and shimmied to the hopper. Unloading the garbage, not a single praline wrapper ever stayed on the streets. And those spotless streets, oh, how they sparkled. "Woo, woo, woo! Woo, woo, woo!" he called to his driver when it was time to shop. "Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat," he strummed on the side when it was time to move. "Hooty-hoo, hooty-hoo," his favorite call of all, showtime. Cornelius front-flipped to the curb and flung the bags over his head, behind his back, between his legs, into the truck. He lined his bags along the curb and launched them, bag after bag after bag after bag after bag. They landed in a perfect pyramid inside the hopper's metal mouth. Bang! He clapped the covers like cymbals and twirled tins like tops, whizzing and spinning back and forth across the street. And just like those twirling tops, Cornelius danced too, tangoing up Toulouse, samboing down St. Peter, rumbing up Royal, cha-chaing down Chartres, and everyone danced along. The old ladies whistled and whirled, the old men hooted and hollered. The barbers, bead twirlers, and beignet bakers bounded behind the one-man parade. But then one day, the storm came. The great city filled with water. People and pets, parks and playgrounds washed away. Schools and shops, streets and streetcars washed away. For far too long, water, water everywhere. A gumbo of mush and mud. When those waters finally fell away, Cornelius looked out at the mountains of ruins, some as high as the steeple atop St. Louis Cathedral. It would take thousands of me to clean this up, he wept. Millions. But Cornelius rose. He dried his eyes, and for his spirit and will were waterproof. And just like he did every morning, he emptied the garbage into his hopper. And the kids who crowded the corner, they pitched in too. So did the silver-haired man, the couple from the balcony, the woman with the rugs, the old ladies, the old men, the barbers, the bead twirlers, and beignet bakers. Others too, from Brooklyn and Boise, Baltimore and Bakersfield, Syracuse, Seattle, Santa Fe, San Antonio, they streamed into the Crescent City. Thousands, millions, a flood of humanity. "Hooty-hoo!" Marvelous Cornelius cheered. "Hooty-hoo!" And the great city rose again. Marvelous Cornelius, he passed on. But as for his spirit, that's part of New Orleans. New Orleans forever after.